Good evening. In another shock, Darren Lehmann has announced he's resigning as Australia's cricket coach. He'll leave the job after the fourth test, which starts tonight. His resignation comes as disgraced trio Steve Smith, David Warner and Cameron Bancroft arrived home to face the fallout of the ball tampering scandal that's rocked Australian cricket.
What a difference a day makes. Coach Darren Lehmann falling on his sword.
I'm ultimately responsible for the culture of the team, and I've been thinking about my position for a while. Despite telling media yesterday that I'm not resigning, after viewing Steve and Cameron's hurting, it's only fair that I make this decision.
Lehmann was exonerated by an integrity unit review into the ball tampering scandal, but seeing this pushed Lehmann over the edge.
Anytime you think about making a questionable decision, think about who you're affecting your parents, and to see the way my old man's been and
thanks everybody.
And my mum, it hurts.
Steve Smith at times barely able to go on.
I made a serious error of judgment and I now understand the consequences. It was a failure of leadership, of my leadership. I'll do everything I can to make up for my mistake and the damage it's caused.
A paternal hand on the shoulder from his father Peter, not enough to get the deposed Australian captain through his first meeting with the media.
Thanks, mate. Good luck, Steve. Good luck, mate.
Cameron Bancroft, who committed the ball tampering crime, also fronted up in Perth, where he admitted he lied about the sandpaper.
I just want to show how sorry I am, and at the end of the day, it's my actions that I'm accountable for here, and they don't reflect on my values and what I've grown up to be, and it's something that I'm really ashamed of, and I'm so sorry for.
David Warner, the instigator of the plan, arrived late last night. There are reports he and Smith were sent home on separate flights because the former captain was unable to face his former deputy.
At the moment, my priority is to get these kids in bed and rest up and let my mind be clear so I can think and talk to you in a couple of days.
Warner will finally face the music tomorrow in Sydney. Cricket Australia Chief Executive James Sutherland has now presided over the sacking of the captain, vice-captain and opening batter and the resignation of the coach. But he insists he's the right man to help instigate Australian cricket's desperately needed cultural change.
I'm not resigning, and in fact what's happened over the last few days has only strengthened my resolve to ensure that Australian cricket and the Australian cricket team gets back on track and gets back in a place where it has not only the full respect but the pride of the Australian community.
For former captain Smith, his honesty and emotion was the first step in rehabilitating his tattered reputation. Matt Connellan, SBS World News.